Ever met someone who seemed charming at first, but slowly, almost invisibly, began draining your energy and sanity? What if some of the people closest to you are subtly manipulating you, and you don't even realize it yet? Today we dive into the 5 warning signs you're dealing with someone deeply malicious, through the lens of Stoic wisdom that's helped people stay clear-headed and free for centuries. Picture yourself at a cozy dinner with someone you trust, a partner, a friend, a colleague. The candlelight flickers, their smile is warm, and their words feel like a soft embrace. You open your heart, sharing your dreams, your fears, your vulnerabilities. But over weeks, months, a shadow creeps in. Their actions, subtle jabs, veiled demands, calculated silences, chip away at your confidence, your joy, your very sense of self. You lie awake wondering, am I imagining this? Are they just human? Or is something darker at play? This isn't overthinking. It's your intuition sounding an alarm, whispering a truth you can't ignore. Some people don't hurt by mistake. They hurt by design, weaving intricate webs to control, diminish, or dominate. Stoicism, the ancient philosophy of Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, is your lantern in this fog. Forged in the fires of Roman courts and personal trials, it doesn't just help you survive toxic people, it empowers you to see them with piercing clarity, respond with unshakable strength, and protect your peace with a fortress of wisdom. Today, we're embarking on a transformative journey to uncover 5 warning signs of malice, not to judge or vilify, but to arm you with awareness, discernment, and the tools to walk life's path with a guarded soul and an open heart. So find a quiet corner, grab a notebook, and let's begin. Not to fear the world, but to free ourselves within it. They're not flawed. They're malicious, piercing the veil. We're all imperfect, stumbling through life with good intentions and occasional missteps. A harsh word in stress, a forgotten promise, a moment of self-absorption. These are the human flaws we forgive in ourselves and others. But there's a vast divide between a flawed soul striving to grow and someone who deliberately, consistently, chooses harm. Malicious people don't act out of error or misunderstanding. They act with intent, thriving on the power of making others feel small, the control of bending wills, or the thrill of emotional chaos. It's a truth that can shake your trust, rattle your instincts, and make you question your worth. Why would someone want to hurt me? The reasons vary: unhealed trauma, personality disorders, or a hunger for dominance. But Stoicism teaches us that the why is secondary to the what. Their patterns can erode your peace, drain your spirit, and trap you in a cycle of self-doubt if you don't see them coming. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. This isn't about becoming paranoid or shutting your heart. It's about sharpening your eyes, grounding your mind, and choosing responses that preserve your freedom. Stoicism doesn't call for anger or vengeance. It calls for observation, reflection, and action rooted in wisdom. Let's explore the 5 signs of malice, each a red flag to heed, each a Stoic lesson to keep you clear-headed and free. Sign number 1. The hunger for control at the core. Of many toxic relationships lies a subtle, suffocating force: control. It's rarely overt, no chains, no barked orders. Instead, it's cloaked in care, framed as concern, or wrapped in the language of love, loyalty, or protection. A partner says, "I just want what's best for you," while dictating your friends. A boss guides your every move, leaving no room for autonomy. A friend insists, "You'd be lost without me," while steering your choices. Stoicism's first warning sign is this hunger for control, a sign not of strength but of inner chaos. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. True control is mastering your own soul, not dominating another's. Consider Anna and Michael, whose romance began with shared dreams and late-night laughs. But as months passed, Michael's insecurities surfaced, not as honest confessions, but as demands. He'd say, "Your work friends are too flirty, cut them off," or, "That hobby takes you away from me." He framed it as love. "I'm just protecting us." Anna, eager to please, complied, but her world shrank. Friends faded, passions dimmed, her voice grew faint. Michael's care wasn't devotion. It was a cage, his anxiety a leash tightening around her freedom. Faced this with a mentor, Claire, whose guidance felt like a straitjacket. She'd critique my career choices, suggest I skip networking events, "They're not for you," and frame it as wisdom. At first I trusted her, but Stoicism opened my eyes. Her advice wasn't mentorship. It was control, born of her need to keep me dependent. I paused, reflected, and set boundaries, calmly declining her input. Claire's warmth turned cold, but my peace held firm, a testament to Seneca's words. Can you no longer see a road to freedom? It's right in front of you. Control wears many masks: subtle jealousy, ultimatums, emotional blackmail, or guilt for your independence. It's not love, it's fear, and it thrives when you shrink to keep the peace. Stoicism teaches that your thoughts, time, and values are yours alone to govern. True care uplifts, never confines. Practice this. For 2 weeks, notice controlling behaviors. Journal daily. What did they say? How did it feel? Did I feel free or trapped? Ask, am I changing to avoid conflict? Does their care limit my truth? Another exercise. When control surfaces, pause, breathe, and affirm, I am the master of my choices. Visualize a shield around your autonomy. I did this with Claire, asserting my decisions calmly, and her grip loosened. For a deeper practice, list 3 values you hold dear: freedom, creativity, honesty, and check daily. Am I honoring these or yielding to control? Freedom is your birthright. Claim it with stoic resolve. Sign number 2. The facade of charm malice doesn't always bare its teeth. Sometimes it flashes a dazzling smile. Imagine meeting someone who lights up every room, warm, generous, the kind of person who remembers your birthday, offers help unprompted, and makes you feel seen. But beneath the sparkle, a quiet unease lingers, like a melody slightly off-key. Stoicism's second warning sign is the mask of charm, a calculated tactic to lower your defenses and draw you into their web. Epictetus taught, first, learn the meaning of what you say, and then speak. Judge not by surface glitter, but by actions and intent over time. Take Emily, who joined a new workplace and met Ryan, the team's golden boy. Ryan was a whirlwind of kindness, bringing coffee, volunteering for grunt work, showering Emily with praise. You're a natural, but cracks emerged. He'd jokingly undermine colleagues in meetings, remind Emily of favors owed, and subtly shift blame when projects faltered. His generosity wasn't a gift, it was a ledger, his charm a currency to buy influence. Emily, guided by stoic discernment, observed without reacting. She documented patterns, stayed professional, and kept her distance, watching Ryan's facade crumble when his tactics failed. I encountered this with a neighbor, Sophie, whose warmth felt like a spotlight, bright but staged. She'd compliment my style, then nudge me to join her projects, hinting I'd owe her. Her kindness came with strings, her flattery a prelude to control. Stoicism urged me to look deeper. Her help was transactional, her charm a tool. I responded with calm neutrality, declining her invitations politely, and her interest faded. Seneca's wisdom guided me. Can you no longer see a road to freedom? It's right in front of you. Real charm uplifts without expectation. False charm binds with invisible chains. Historically, Alcibiades, a charismatic Athenian leader, used charm to sway crowds, but his self-serving betrayals revealed his malice. Stoics like Seneca saw through such facades, valuing truth over allure. You can too. Practice this. For 2 weeks, observe charming people in your life. Journal daily. What's their action after the charm? Do they expect returns? Ask. Is their kindness selfless or a strategy? Another exercise. When charm feels off, pause. Visualize a mirror reflecting their intent and respond with calm clarity. I appreciate that, but I'll decide what's best. I did this with Sophie, preserving my peace and felt empowered. For a deeper practice, reflect nightly. Did I trust actions today, not words? Discernment isn't distrust, it's clarity, and it keeps your soul untangled. Sign number 3, the void of empathy. Some warning signs whisper, others roar. Stoicism's third sign is a deafening red flag, a lack of empathy. Malicious people may mimic, care, offering apologies, shedding tears, but their actions reveal a chilling truth. They feel no guilt, no remorse, no genuine concern for your pain. In Stoic philosophy, empathy is the thread of humanity, weaving us together through shared feeling. Without it, relationships become transactions, people become pawns, and trust decays into fear. Picture a workplace led by Greg, a manager admired for his efficiency. When an employee, Mia, shared her father's sudden illness, asking for a few days off, Greg's response was cold. Deadlines don't pause for personal drama. No compassion, no flexibility, just a focus on output. As if Mia's grief was an inconvenience. His team grew tense, trust eroded, and morale sank. Greg's lack of empathy wasn't leadership. It was a void, a spiritual emptiness that left scars. I saw this in a family member, Tom, who'd vanish when I needed support, but reappear with demands. When I shared a career setback, he scoffed. Get over it, life's tough. His sorry was rote, his behavior unchanged. Stoicism helped me see. His void wasn't my fault. I set boundaries, sharing less, staying kind but distant, and focused on my growth. Seneca's words guided me. It is not what you endure that matters, but how you endure it. Empathy builds bridges. Its absence burns them. Historically, Nero, Rome's infamous emperor, exemplified this. His cruelty, ignoring his people's suffering while pursuing vanity, contrasted with Stoics like Seneca, who balanced reason with compassion. You can embody this balance too. Practice this. For 3 weeks, notice who disregards your emotions. Journal daily. Who downplays my pain? Who demands empathy but gives none? Ask, does their presence uplift or diminish? Another exercise. When facing an unempathetic person, visualize a wall around your heart, then act with calm strength. Set boundaries, don't engage emotionally. I did this with Tom, preserving my light, and felt liberated. For a deeper practice, reflect weekly. Am I surrounding myself with empathy or emptiness? You can't fill their void. but you can protect your warmth. Sign number 4. The web of deceit lies come in shades. White lies to spare feelings, exaggerations for flair. But Stoicism's 4th warning sign is darker. A web of deceit woven to manipulate, confuse, or dominate. Malicious people don't just bend truth. They craft a false reality to keep you off balance, hiding their intent while holding the reins. Marcus Aurelius warned, "The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. Clarity, not illusion, is your path to freedom." Consider Rachel, a diligent accountant, and her colleague Ethan, a charismatic star. Ethan's tales of grand achievements dazzled, but Rachel noticed cracks, reports that didn't add up. Credit he stole, praise for others' work. At first she doubted herself, fearing she was paranoid. Stoic reflection clarified her view. She documented discrepancies calmly, presented them professionally, and exposed Ethan's deceit without drama. His lies unraveled, and Rachel's quiet integrity shone, earning her team's respect. I faced this with a friend, Lisa, whose stories grew taller over time. She'd spin tales of victimhood to gain sympathy, missed opportunities, betrayals, but details shifted, and her actions didn't align. Stoicism urged observation over confrontation. I noted patterns, limited my trust, and stayed neutral. When her lies surfaced, I was unscathed, my peace intact. Truth outlives falsehood, as Stoics know. Historically, Cicero, a Roman orator, faced liars in the Senate, using calm evidence to expose deceit while staying grounded. You can channel this clarity too. Practice this. For 2 weeks, track inconsistencies in someone's words or actions. Journal daily. What doesn't add up? Is this a pattern? Ask, am I seeing truth or a facade? Another exercise. When you suspect deceit, pause, gather facts, and respond with calm clarity, not anger. I noticed X. Can you clarify? I did this with Lisa, protecting my trust, and felt empowered. For a deeper practice, reflect nightly. Did I seek truth today, or settle for illusion? Lies are loud, but truth is steady. Anchor yourself in it. Sign number 5, the art of manipulation. The darkest sign is the subtlest, mastery of manipulation. Malicious people don't need to shout or threaten. They wield silence, guilt, flattery, or confusion to pull your strings, making you dance to their tune without realizing it. Stoicism's 5th warning is your shield, awareness and inner strength. Epictetus said, "It is not events that disturb people, but their judgments concerning them." Manipulators distort your judgment, but reclaiming your clarity cuts their hold. Picture Sophie, whose partner James was a master puppeteer. He'd praise her warmly, "You're amazing at this, gosh," and to lower her guard, then guilt her for small choices. "I do so much for you. Why can't you do this one thing?" He'd twist her words, leaving her doubting her reality. Sophie felt trapped, her confidence fraying, until Stoicism showed her the pattern. She journaled his tactics, set firm boundaries, calmly refusing to engage in his games, and reclaimed her power. James's influence faded and Sophie's strength soared. I experienced this with a colleague, Mark, who used flattery to sway me, then subtle digs to keep me off balance. "You're so talented, but you're wasting it on that project." Stoicism taught me to observe. His praise was bait, his criticism control. I stopped reacting, stayed professional, and his grip weakened. My calm was my fortress, as Seneca advised, You need only turn over your wrists to find freedom. Historically, Cleopatra's charm and manipulation swayed empires, but Stoics like Seneca countered such tactics with grounded reason, staying unmoved. You can too. Practice this. For 3 weeks, notice manipulative tactics, praise with strings, guilt trips, word twisting. Journal daily. What's the tactic? How do I feel? Ask, am I reacting to truth or their game? Another exercise. When manipulated, visualize cutting puppet strings, then respond with neutral clarity. I hear you, but I'll decide for myself. I did this with Mark, reclaiming my power, and felt free. For a deeper practice, reflect weekly. Am I feeding their game or guarding my peace? Manipulation thrives on your energy. Starve it and you rise. Your Stoic shield, guard your soul with wisdom. These 5 signs, control, charm, lack of empathy, deceit, manipulation, are not just warnings. They're wake-up calls to protect your peace. Life weaves a tapestry of souls, some kind, some wounded, some malicious. But Stoicism reminds us, you don't control others, only yourself. When malice surfaces, don't panic, rage, or despair. Become still. Reflect. Act with wisdom. As Marcus Aurelius said, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Your calm clarity is your greatest shield. Your inner strength, your truest freedom. Let me share a story. 2 years ago, I trusted a colleague whose charm hid malice. Their subtle control, lies, and guilt trips drained me, leaving me questioning my worth. Stoicism opened my eyes. I observed their patterns, set boundaries, and chose distance over drama. One day they pushed, and I responded calmly, I value my peace. Their power dissolved, and I felt liberated, my soul lighter. That's Stoicism. Not just surviving, but thriving with a guarded heart and a clear mind. Now it's your turn. Reflect. Who drains my peace? Who hides malice behind care? Who deserves my energy, and who needs my distance? Try this 30-day challenge. Pick one sign and watch for it daily. Journal patterns, your responses, and your growth. Share insights with a trusted friend to deepen your clarity. For a deeper practice, create a Stoic shield ritual. Each morning, affirm, I see clearly, act wisely, and guard my peace. Visualize a light protecting your soul, and carry it through the day. If this journey awakened you, share it with someone, a colleague, a loved one, who needs to see through the fog. Spread this wisdom, one steady heart at a time. Join our community at the Daily Stoic Life. Subscribe for tools to protect your mind, master your emotions, and navigate life's shadows with unshakable strength. Thank you for walking this path with me. You're not just learning Stoicism, you're becoming a beacon of clarity, a guardian of your own soul. Here's to a life of wisdom, freedom, and enduring peace. See you in the next adventure.